Hi everyone, I hope that you're all alright. This is going to be a Vlogmas video. I didn't plan on making this video actually, but because of something that happened last night, I thought that I would come on and talk about it. There's no way that I could have come on today and done a video of me getting along with my day without mentioning this, because to be quite honest with you, it's been on my mind ever since last night. Basically last night me and Emily had been talking and it came up in the conversation that somebody had been messaging her on Facebook Messenger. She actually told me that he was 16, and when I asked her what he had been saying to her, she told me. I'm not going to repeat it on here, but it was so inappropriate. I actually saw red. I was just like, what? You know, fair play to Emily for telling me, because I'm so proud of her for telling me about it. But I was just so shocked. Basically, yeah, he had been messaging her inappropriately. She then stopped messaging him, blocked him. I found out, and from what I can gather, he's 15 or 16. Now Emily's 12 years old, and there's a difference between a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old. 15-year-olds that are almost 16 do know the difference between right and wrong, and the content that he sent her was completely inappropriate. It was absolutely disgusting, and my heart sank. I had a million and one things going through my mind. Is she being groomed? Is she this? Is she that or the other? I have asked her if any more went on in the conversation, and she says not, and I've got to trust her with that, really. And yeah, I know many of you are going to be saying, well, why has your 12-year-old got a Facebook anyway? But this is 2015, and this is what children are like these days. They have a Facebook. Today's 12-year-old acts more like, I don't know, a 13-14-year-old, but they are not actually at that age. I hope that makes sense to you. It does to me, but I do struggle with getting my words out. And then today I've been speaking to them both, Holly and Emily. Holly's not had any messages from this guy, this lad. I don't know what to call him, really. But it does turn out that there's about 6 other girls from their year group who have also had messages off this boy. Some of them have been particularly threatening and particularly disgusting. As I said, these are 12-year-old girls, and it is just vile. Holly did message the girl back that was threatened and sent her the link to the website that I'd already been on this morning. I'd been on the CEOPS website. I'll write the link in the description box down below if any of you need to use it. But yeah, I reported this person on the CEOPS website, and I also rang 101 last night to report it, but they said unless I have any suspicion that he's not older than 15, then there is nothing they can do. Which, from what I can gather today, there are plenty of things that they could do. So yeah, this girl has also reported him to CEOPS. There are more from the girls' school, as I said. He actually doesn't live in this town, from what I can gather. Me being the protective mum actually contacted him on Facebook and confronted him about it, and he just blocked me. And yeah, so he says that he's not from this town. Apparently he's 15 years old, and I don't know. He's old enough to know better at the end of the day. You know, I find it difficult to explain. I find it difficult to get my head around. All I'm interested in is the safety of my children. No, I've had to sit down with the girls again. I always have to do this, but sometimes I think they look at me, and sometimes I think they think, oh God, she's moaning at me again. And I'm not moaning at them. I just want them to be safe. Sorry. Sorry. I've gone through their Facebook and I've made sure everything is shut down to private. We've gone through friends list and got rid of everybody that they don't know. I have limited all their old posts, and they're also not going to be having a Snapchat account anymore. So they're not very happy with me at the moment, but it needs to be done. It really does. You know, you can stop them from doing the same things as their friends, like going on Facebook, which is a norm for their age group at the moment. I don't want to stop them and hide them away from everything like in that way, but I want to be able to know that they are safe in that way. And I'm sure that I'll probably get crap for them having a Facebook anyway, but hey. While I was at the meeting the other week, it really opened my eyes towards how children are being exploited these days on social networking sites, and how they are being groomed and how easy it is for them to be trafficked. So I'm going to read it out in case any of you have got any teenagers, I'd say from 9 to 10 years upwards really, or if there are any of you teenagers that do watch my videos who have got yourself into, I don't know, a predicament, you know, and you feel alone and you feel like you've got no one that you can go to because you're scared that your parents will take your Facebook off you. You know what? Your parents, I just want to say, your parents only care about you and they want you to be safe and they want you to be happy. And I know sometimes it's not easy for you to be honest with them, but at the end of the day, your safety is what comes first. There are lots of places that you can contact if you are being groomed or if you are being exploited, like being blackmailed with photos on Facebook or Snapchat. And it's not your fault. At the end of the day, you have to be so careful with the things that you share that can make you look vulnerable to these predators. Okay, you need to basically make sure that you are in control of what is shared online. Make sure that your profile is private, as I've just said. I actually think Facebook is the worst. There seems to be, I don't really know how to put it, but there are pages like called relationship goals and things like that, where they're sharing content that is quite explicit and inappropriate, and it's kind of reeling all these young kids in. And I mean, these pages have got thousands and thousands and thousands of likes, but for younger children to see, it's just inappropriate. And I wish that there was something that I could do to get it shut down, but there's nothing. There's little old me being protective over her children and wanting to help, but there is literally nothing I can do. It's not just girls that are going through this on Facebook and Snapchat and on the internet, it's boys as well. It's just as easily done to boys. It's just absolutely shocking, it really is. I have really struggled to get my head around all of this today, and I've really struggled to sleep with it all going on in my head last night. But I needed to come on and talk about it and kind of reach out to you all really. And I know it's not the worst scenario that could have happened, thankfully, but there are people that are also in situations which are a lot more severe, and I guess I kind of just want people to know that there is help out there if you feel like you're in too deep and you can't get out of it and you've got no one to talk to. There is help out there available to you. There's loads. There's websites, anonymous, there's phone numbers, Childline. I'm going to list it all in the description box down below, but I just needed to come on and talk to you about this today, because it's just so important. Mums and dads, make sure that you get you monitor your child's emails closely. Make sure that you monitor their Facebook closely. I know your children will be like, well, you're invading my privacy, but you know what? You're not invading the privacy. You're their parent and they're your child, and you need to keep them safe. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you're all alright. I will see you all soon. Bye.